Welcome back to the final episode of Journal with Jenny. I am so grateful for all of you that have been along on this journey, and I love your messages and I love your things you share with me and how doing these simple practices have affected you. Thank you for all the comments. And this is the last one. So I thought I'd do something extra simple because look at me. I just had a shower. It's super hot here. Summer has arrived early. It might not stay, but plus 30 today. I'm tired. It's after supper and I'm doing what I normally do, which is have a shower and take just half an hour with my journal. So I'm going to share an exercise that I like to do when I need some inspiration of, do you ever get stuck on, but what do I write about? So when I need inspiration on that, this is what I do. And I'm calling it one word. So follow along with me. I'm using a dictionary. You can use your phone or whatever you want. I'm using a dictionary. I'm using pens and a little bit of paint and a little bit of odds and ends that are just kicking around. You know, you can use whatever you have. And as always, take what inspires you, listen to what you don't like, because there's a message in that of what you do like. And I hope it leads you to wonderful healing moments for you. And stay tuned, because there's going to be a summer series, a retreat coming up called Summer of Self-Care. I can't wait. I need the self-care, so I thought, why not just make it for everybody? I hope you enjoy. Okay, so we're gonna do this exercise. I'm gonna get my paper to cover this. This is just a simple journal technique, and I'm gonna call it, I like this color, which is why it's run out, but I'm gonna call it one word. And it's completely done. I have to make myself throw those pens away as soon as they're done, because otherwise I hold on to them for weird sentimental reasons that make no sense. One word. Okay. I'm going to show you what I've got so far. I've got this little bottle of water with some patchouli oil in it. I'm going to just spray my page today before I start instead of incense today. Oh, it smells so good. You know what I love? I burn a lot of incense, and my cat always sits on my lap in the morning when I'm journaling, usually. Then I end up journaling about my cat. And he smells like incense. It's so sweet. The day I noticed that, I thought, oh my God, you are my cat. Okay, I have these in case I want to use them. They're watercolor crayons. Show you what they look like. I discovered these and I never looked back. They're beautiful. So they look like pastels, and then you color with them like a crayon, and then you add water, and the water activates them like paint. So I may put color down before I put my word. And I like using a dictionary when I journal about a word. This is a special one to me because it was my brother's when he was in university, and his writing is in it. And I have given myself permission to cut words out of here. And I feel like he's gone now. He died a few years ago, too young. And when I use words out of here, I feel like I'm bringing part of him into my journals, into my art. So Don't come after me for cutting up a book. It's for symbolic healing reasons, so it's okay. Plus, I think that the rebellion of cutting something out of a book feels good to me. So I need a little rebellion. And I have these cards. They're really simple, so sometimes I start with a card and sometimes I end with a card. I'm going to start with one because I don't know what, I'm going to pick one word and I don't know what word it's going to be yet, so maybe I'll get some inspiration. Shuffle them really well. Let's see. I would like a word to focus on that would be healing for me right now in this moment. Inner peace. Aw, look at this guy. Can you see it? It says, I cultivate inner peace, slowing it, allowing, it's so small, allowing it to flow through every aspect of my life. You know, out of all of that, the word that I like is flow. Allowing it to flow. I'm going to go with flow. And so when I do this, I'm going to just, as usual, do it along with you. When I do this, it's organic, it's in the moment, but I like to use the definition out of the book, as a place to start. So let's start there. Find the word flow. Like, even just looking up a word in a dictionary isn't something kids do anymore, or people do anymore. And there's something really old school about it that I like. Flourish, flow, here it is. And scissors. Where are they? Right here. I'm going to cut it and then I'm going to read it. And there's flowage, flow chart, flower. Don't need any of those. Not exact cutting, but pretty close. I think it just looks pretty. But I want to put it on, I don't want to put it just straight on there. I want to put it on something. So what could I put it on? Like this, maybe this paper is nice, isn't it? The white against the brown is nice. I think I will. You know, one way that I like to surprise myself, I'm doing it right now in my mind, is to purposely not read it, but do some of the put together first, and then in the end, see what it says to me. Like, read it at the end. So, feeling called to do that. What I'm looking for right now is glue. Where's my glue? Here it is. Kind of like the idea of it being center stage here. I'm going to trim this because the other side is and I'm going to see what I have for, sometimes I keep things in this back pouch, which is part of the reason, I have a lot in here. Part of the reason I love these journals. And you know, I often will tuck things away in there and then years later I'll go back and find little notes or little things that I kept in there and forgot about. So usually I bring them forward into the next journal, but these are emotion wheels I like having in my journals, just in case I need a little help with what's going on for me. Butterfly stickers. I like the, these are all prayers that I like. I like the letters, so I think I'm just going to use them. And I've got some quotes here. Put those there. Okay. Where should I put the letters? Right here. Just thinking about what flow means to me and actually how much the word means to me. Because getting in a flow state and then healing from that place has been a big focus of my career and the type of therapy I love to do. Flow state is, you know, to me, that's what comes up when I hear the word flow. Flow state is getting lost, getting brought along in a process where you get to kind of lose your mind and lose that thinking part for a while and just be right in the moment. So I'm going to keep going with whatever comes up next for me. I don't like this, so I'm going to change it. What kind of marker is this? Dry erase. Bic dry erase. Why do I have all these dry erase markers? Or black or gold? I'm just spending time in my mind, being right in this process of what I'm doing and what flow means to me. I like the black, so I'm going to get a black pen and do a bit of writing, free writing. I like to have a couple options. I'm just starting sentences with flow is, and then seeing what comes up. I wrote, flow is to be carried along with, to be easy, to trust, and to not fight against. Flow is in the moment, fully. Flow is mine when I need and allow it. I need flow more. Just want to do some little swirly marks. I'm going to read this now. It says, flow of water or other fluids to move steadily and smoothly along as through a channel or over a surface, to be conveyed, electricity or other forms of energy, to pass along or be conveyed, to move along steadily and freely as a fluid. The crowd flowed through the gates. To well out or pour forth, love flowed from her heart. To move steadily in an agreeably effortless or rhythmic way. Conversation flowed. To be marked by a satisfying harmonious continuity. The lines of the statue flow. To hang or ripple down in rich profusion as hair. This is beautiful. To be abundant in something, a heart flowing with joy. Also to overflow, her eyes flowed with tears of the tide, to rise opposed to ebb. To cover or flood with some fluid, to cause to flow. The act of flowing, something that flows as a current or stream, a continuous stream or outpouring as of words, ideas, the amount of that which flows, the daily flow of 500 gallons, the incoming of the tide, the manner of flowing, grace of line or movement, the flow of a gown, and overflow. That is it just me or is that beautiful? What do I want to do with those words? I just want to write some of them. Overflow of love. Agreeable. Effortless. Move along steadily and freely. Love flowed from her heart. What now? What now? That is just so lovely. I think I will put a little color on here. Now, do I have any water to activate this? Yes, I do. And keeping it real, here's what my daughter and her friend Painting Rocks left So the water's been here for a long time. And I hate when she leaves the brushes in there. But that's okay. Okay, so we've got a nice white and black gold. What would be a nice color to put on this page? I never know how to use those color wheels. Here's one. Kind of like what colors go with what. I don't know how to use this. I used to know, but I can't remember. These go together. And these are, maybe these are complementary. Oh, see? It says complementary. A purple. Okay. A yellow and a purple. I'm gonna do that. Here's a nice purple. Ooh.